name is Jordan Franklin, and I did my project on cooking, and I cooked a five-course meal. And here's a little bit about myself. Okay, that was a little bit about myself, but to further explain that, since you couldn't hear it, my project was me cooking, and I did my MGRP about getting, or just about basic fitness for an athlete and them getting bigger. And this was about bulking up more than just cutting weight because that's what most people think about when they think of fitness. But it's okay to be big if you can contain it and you're big the right way and you get in the right shape. And so I did a nice little meal plan with all of the breakdown of what was in each meal. And I also did a breakdown of what or how many times you're supposed to eat, the goal of the athlete as you can see, and the snacks to eat. So this is, I'm not going to go through it all, but these aren't pictures of actual things that I cooked, but these are pictures that I got off the internet and cited. So, and this was done because that's a little bit of the work that I plan on doing in the future is to become a private chef and a personal trainer, and that's mostly for athletes. And I hope to achieve the status to be a personal trainer and private chef for professional athletes, and to help them get to where they want to. And I did this project, and it took me the entire 15 hours. It took me a whole lot of work, and actually, thing that I had to overcome was the money and how much I really should have documented my shopping trips for this because of how long it took and how much looking you have to do and how much money it costs. And it's much more surprising than you think. And that took most of our time. So during this, I had one project facilitator, but basically three because I was helped by three people. And it was three different the Cordon Bleu graduate chefs. It was the executive chef, the head chef, and they're next in line. And these all are chefs at Kennestone Hospital. And so that's Ben Behammer right there. That's the executive chef at Wellstar Kennestone Hospital. When he's really good friends with my mother, so that's how I was able to get in there and work with them. And they taught me a lot about how to cook and how to organize plates and for presentation purposes rather than just eating. And they taught me the art part of food. And I've never been able to cook more than grilled cheese and make cereal and things like that. So this was a real learning stretch, learning how to make food and art rather than just eat, just for eating purposes. That was also, and this is, I'll show you my other two facilitators. That's me with Trey, the second in line. This is the third down. He's freshly the Cordon Bleu graduate. He was awesome. He helped me on the day that I cooked all my meals at Kennestone. It took me about 5 hours that day. It was ridiculous, but every meal was awesome, and they all came out. They all loved it. everybody wanted some actually, and this is Jeremy Hendrick, and he worked with me the most actually with my meal plan and what I was gonna get, and I changed my menu for this, I think a total of 7 times, and it was originally supposed to be a 7-course meal, and I dialed it back down to 6, and then back to 5, then back up and back down, and I ended up going with my meal plan actually, or my final menu was my appetizer was a salmon and Israeli couscous dish right there. It's hard to explain. I did salmon on the Israeli tricolor couscous, and it can be eaten cold or hot. And to me, it's great either way. Most people, it's great either way because fish and rice are two things that you can use all the time, and it's light and it's a little bit healthy, but it's like it's the right carbs. So here's some pictures from it. Took pictures step by step. This is what it came out looking like up close. First time I cooked it. And my second dish was a loaded baked potato soup that I made at home actually, and I was inspired to make this from home. It is very carb rich, and this is for the energy that you expend as an athlete on a daily basis, and this is just to make up for most of it that you lose. And a lot of people don't understand that you need a very high amount of calories to live a very healthy life, and this is where most of the calories come from out of all the meals that I make. It starts with actually the first time I actually used red potatoes. You're supposed to use russet potatoes. Or I'm sorry, yeah, you're supposed to use russet potatoes. These are Irish potatoes, and so that was a learning stretch and a hurdle that I had to jump to make this the best soup that I could. And I burned the bacon the first time. I was not good. It was a mess the first time, but I thought it came out fine. I don't think I took a finished picture of it, but it was very good. My third dish was a spring mix salad, and I had avocado in it. I had pear, grape, and cucumber, and I try to keep it a decent balance of all the flavors because avocado is a basic, healthy, fatty flavor. Cucumber is a zesty vegetable. Pear and grape with the subtle sweetness that they have, and I also made myself a vinaigrette out of a few different things that I can't really remember off the top of my head. And I thought me and my project facilitators agreed that this flavor blending turned out a lot better than we thought it would. And I also had to learn how to cut grapes and make everything